they're dedicated to the history of women in the state of Michigan. Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Laurel Hess and this is COMCAST Newsmakers. Joining me now is the Executive Director of the Michigan Women's Historical Center and Hall of Fame, Emily Fijol. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Where exactly is the Michigan Women's Hall of Fame? I know it's in Lansing, but I've yet to visit.
Sure. Our address is 213 West Malcolm X Street, and that is on the south side of 496, right downtown Lansing. In fact, we share a parking lot with the Cooley Gardens, just in the downtown area.
And you've been there for an awfully long time, so a very hidden gem, if you will. And what would folks expect if they were to visit?
Sure. So we're located in a historic house, and so there's sort of that ambiance when you walk into the museum and as you approach. And it's a beautiful area because we have the Cooley Gardens surrounding us. But inside you would find the Michigan Women's Hall of Fame, which is our only permanent exhibit. And as of today, there are 288 women in the Hall of Fame, a remarkable number. We also do special history exhibits, and currently we have an exhibit called New Orleans Women Proud to Serve, about Michigan women in the military. It's a really special place to visit, and I'd be remiss not to mention we have a fantastic gift shop.
A nice gift shop as well, where you can buy artifacts on all of these awesome Michigan women, which we must have a whole bunch of them if it's enough to have a whole Hall of Fame around. What are some of the more prominent, prestigious women in the Hall of Fame?
Sure. Some of the well-known women are Aretha Franklin, Serena Williams, former Governor Jennifer Granholm. There's just a full spectrum of women in every area of accomplishment, be it politics, the arts, education, all sorts of areas are represented.
And how would one become nominated and possibly make their way into the Hall of Fame?
That's a great question. So every year, March 21st is our deadline for collecting nominations for the following year's class of inductees. And anyone can nominate a woman. So we have individuals, sometimes people nominate women they don't even really know in person, but sometimes it's family members or a women's organization. Those forms are available on our website, or you can contact our museum and we're happy to send them out. It's a pretty simple 3-page application form, and again, we collect them every year. March 21st is that deadline.
And then there's a selection process, some secret board somewhere that decides who's going to win?
It's not quite that secretive, actually. We have a rigorous judging process. We separate all the nominations into contemporary or historic, and really the distinction is living or deceased inductees. And we then have a panel of judges from across the state. Again, we use volunteers for our judges, so anyone can be a judge for the Hall of Fame as well. And that first panel of judges has the more challenging task, because they have to go through, read all of the nominations in their category, and rank each one in order of where they think they should fall. And then we get the top 25 from that panel of judges, and then the top 25 are sent to a second panel of judges, different judges, and they're all working independently. And finally, the final year selection kind of falls out from that last judging process. There's usually a very distinct point drop where we cut the slate for any given year.
All right, so people can come visit anytime, not anytime, but when you're open, but you also have all kinds of programs, lectures, educational stuff going on throughout the year as well.
We offer programs, educational programs, and just fun programs year-round. And so the best way to do it is to check our website. And we love having school groups, tours. We have a speakers bureau that we send out on the road. We have exhibits that we have available to rent, all sorts of things.
Great stuff going on. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
For more information on today's topic, you can visit MichiganWomen'sHallOfFame.org. Today's COMCAST Newsmaker was Emily Fijol, the Executive Director of the Michigan Women's Historical Center and Hall of Fame.